Tracy? Another one of your tricks. It wasn't me! You didn't make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Who are you? You're the yellow man! Alright, when we last left off, we were just about going to because the translator bodyguard guy was murdered. I don't know why they're blaming a blind 14-year-old foreign child that has no clue where they even are, let alone what's going on. Why are they blaming him? He just passed out next to the body, but I highly doubt such a small person could actually shoot that 45 caliber gun. How much reason? Send him flying if you got it. Okay. July 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Hi. Court is now in session 4. How do I say that? Machitobe, Your Honor. The pixie of the Arpeggio? Arpeggio. The pixie of the Arpeggio. Hi, Papaya. Right. His trial. Court is in session. And it's a minor, too. He was just passed out next to the body. That doesn't mean... And I highly doubt that a blind boy can move a body and put it onto a platform. Unless he's not really blind, but the way how he's been acting, it does seem blind. The defense is ready, Your Honor. He can't even talk to defend himself. I mean, not in English, anyway. It feels like someone was setting him up, and for some stupid reason, everyone's like, "Oh, it's the child! It's the child! It's the child who can't speak English and can't see!" Exactly! And how would he even find the guitar? That's another thing. And he didn't leave the room with the guitar. The guitar was missing before he ever left the room. Oh, why? Could it be the lady? The real killer? Siren. About Maki. About that. Because it's possible he wasn't even talking about the siren, that we got it mixed up. It was somebody else entirely who was the witness. But the witness, no of a name close to Siren. Prosecution is A-okay, or Judge. Very well. Prosecutor Gavin. My opening statement, yeah? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Why is this against a blind 14-year-old? Yes. Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them? Are you visiting someone in the hospital? I mean, you wouldn't say, "Get well soon," right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial. Chief Justice's son. Justice? Son is afflicted with a most terrible disease. Have long. Thought I'd go pay him a visit. Thought saying something moving might be the order of the day. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending? Because they care about what people think. Looking at me with something like, "Yes?" Hey! What are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today. Let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly. You're in luck, Air Judge. I believe you'll be getting on your hospital visits sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case. Romain Letus, age 35. The global manager for Diva Songstress La Meilleure. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. .45 caliber. Quite large, isn't it? Are they even trying to pin it on a 14-year-old? A blind one? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. And yeah, you're expecting a blind 14-year-old to be able to shoot it. That should be enough evidence that it's not him. However, the bullet struck him in the shoulder. Not to mention, how would it hit him in the shoulder? The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Even if Maki did shoot him, it's very unlikely that he would hit him in the shoulder, depending on their height difference. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. Suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering. What did you do with that photo? Why are you blaming Maki? It makes no sense why they're even blaming him. Nothing like his... What evidence do you have that's the child? He was just passed out next to the body. You're acting like that's incriminating evidence in its own to make him the main suspect. What is this? This is an extremely unfair, confusing trial that makes no sense. A blind, foreign, 14-year-old that can't even speak English, and you're all blaming him. He speaks in hieroglyphics. Why are you blaming him? He's small, too. He's like super small for a 14-year-old. Shooting that gun would have sent him flying. What is this? Why are you even accusing him? Would make more sense if you accuse Lemieux. Why are you blaming Maki? What is this? I am generally upset because I do not understand the logic of accusing a blind 14-year-old foreign boy who is so small that he would practically kill himself shooting a .45 caliber pistol. What is this case? What is this? Why are you blaming him? Why is he the suspect? At least the other cases, it's understandable why they were considered the suspect, but with this one, what is it? Was it because he was passed out next to the dead body after it was moved? So what? How do you know he didn't witness somebody moving the body? They knocked him out and moved him with the body. Why are you blaming him just because he was knocked unconscious next to a dead body? He's blind. He's small, he's 14 years old, and he doesn't even understand where he is, and he can't say anything to defend himself. No one is telling him anything because no one can speak his language. He doesn't even know what's going on. That means you didn't even read him his Miranda rights, did you? I'm getting upset. I have a reason to be upset, but I'm still getting upset. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. This is where the bullets hit. See. Court accepts this evidence. Diagram added to the court record. We're talking about .45 caliber revolver. Must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use. Really? Yeah, apparently, weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, a judge tried to fire one, break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples. I do not like being called weak, especially in my own courtroom. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. The dressing room has only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet, when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible.
Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person?
That is, of course, the defendant, Maki Tobai.
Really? What? What is your logic that it's impossible for everyone but a blind 14-year-old?
Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how?
It's quite simple. Circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. Assuming you have testimony to back up this claim, please show the witness to the stand.
Hi, Emma. Were you the one who said it was Maki?
Your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. Emma, please tell me you didn't suggest... Please tell me you're not the one who said it was Maki. Do you know he's blind? Have you even... Emma, please tell me it wasn't you. I was in security detail at the concert forum that night.
This seems tired, somehow.
Security at the concert, you said.
Some security I was. Didn't even stop a murder.
Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. Made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony, if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
Alright. He's... You did accuse Maki, but why? 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 Do you even know who he...
You probably don't even know he's blind, do you?
Emma! Emma!
I'll feel so stupid if that kid turns out to not be blind, but at the same time, why are you blaming a blind 14-year-old that can barely even hold that gun, let alone shoot it? Shoot it!
Murderous circumstances.
That night of the murder, I was in security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Many people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
How? How? What is your logic? Give me your... I'm getting upset because this does not make sense in any way of blaming a blind 14-year-old who was small and can't even understand English. Is he actually not blind? If he's not blind, then okay, fine, he might have done it, but he is so far blind. I have no evidence to suggest that he isn't blind. It's lucky that a detective was the first on the scene. A very dumb one, apparently.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I don't get it. How can they say Maki did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information. I don't even understand the logic of even suggesting it's Maki. What is this logic? Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Why are you blaming Maki? Emma! Emma! I like you, but why are you blaming Maki? What did he... How? How would he do it?
The night of the murder, I was in security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request.
I'm complaining about the same point, but I am very upset right now. That's the only reason, because I do not understand why they're blaming a blind, small, 14-year-old boy. foreign 14-year-old boy who can't even understand anybody. He does not speak English. He does not understand English. So he literally got dragged away not knowing where he is and no one telling him what had happened. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes?
That's right.
This is frustrating me a lot, and I'm barely into this case. What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? It was only a concert.
Not exactly. But orders are orders, and when they come from rock gods.
Prosecutor Gavin? Were you abusing your power?
Yes, let me explain. Smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy. That day, at the concert hall.
Conspiracy?
Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them?
Misplace them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, your keys were in the victim's hand. That makes you a prime suspect.
Love, slow acting and new. Autre quinine. Waiting for you.
Thinking something.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on the sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
See, I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean time on their hands?
Please, the testimony. We were let in, though.
I didn't know about that. Certainly didn't invite you.
I gave the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Huh? Gee, great.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
No other outsiders were here.
Then...
I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots.
they were the ones chatting. Eating snackos.
Ah, hey, no snacking in court.
And you're sure the shots came from Lemuel's room?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet.
Good talk. Ah, thanks. Did it bounce off my head? No. I'm actually eating it? What is it? It's chocolate covered something, but I don't know what it is. Is it meat? It's chocolate covered, that's all I know. So, how about Emma?
We were right there. I'm mistaken about that.
Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time.
Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. We went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body.
Rock?
Herring, yes.
When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? How old are you? How old are you? Right, we went into the dressing room. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. Pipe sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. Wait, people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. They have to be so loud.
You don't listen to the Gaviniers with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul.
Yeah, I like that about concerts where the music is so loud and so deep and everything that you can feel your entire body like shake with the beat. But then the issue is the crowd at the same time is overwhelming. I can't deal with both the crowd and that feeling. I want to go to a concert, but it will have to be like an empty concert because I cannot deal with crowds.
I always have the backstage monitors at full volume.
We walked in the room. The band was playing Guilty Love, I believe. Making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
Could hear that music playing.
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. Examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. Did you say that? What is your evidence?
How could you know something like that?
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack. I was standing in front of that door. So, how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent.
Ugh. But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly...
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. Anyone who could fit through. Child. Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with this concert were allowed.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child.
The defendant.
He's blind!
The pixie of Arpeggio lit it up toward the sky, disappeared from the scene of the crime.
But that's just conjecture.
Oh? There was no other way out in that room. You were there. You should know, Air Forehead.
And there's another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
The marks were found on the air vent grill. Places that had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
Something else was found quite clearly. The defendant took his fingerprints.
What? 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 How? Why? Order.
That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Air Forehead.
That's really all the evidence. That's all the evidence you need to make anybody guilty. Then go ahead and make me guilty. Oh my gosh. It was his dressing room. Of course his fingerprints are gonna be in his dressing room. Sure, it's on the air vent, but how do you know that while they were doing something? Ah! Monkey. Fact that he's blind, he is not Daredevil, and another fact that he is small and could not shoot a .45 caliber freaking revolver. What is this logic? I'm getting so frustrated for this. Why are you laughing at me, Papaya? Why are you laughing at me?
What fairy tales does this suggest to you?
That you forget that he's blind, and that he's not Daredevil, and he's small, and cannot fire a .45 caliber revolver without breaking his entire body?
Heck.
Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. That one is our pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whipping it up in the audience.
This was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed.
What about the yellow man? What about yellow man? We don't know his size. All we know he could be smaller than Maki.
Nobody's seen.
Why are you blaming this on Kyle? Doesn't even know where he.
All of you are frustrating me. Yeah, I'm clearly having fun. I believe that's enough of that.
What are key things nobody's told you about Maki? There are key things you do not know about Maki!
Prosecution has a rather convincing case.
No, they don't!
The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could have possibly leave the scene.
No, it's not. How do you know somebody wasn't sneaking through the air vents in the beginning? They could have been the one who stole the keys and everything. Why are you blaming this on a child that probably had nothing to do with this?
Simple and decisive.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict.
No, you haven't! You're forgetting one key important detail. That he's blind, so how could he even get himself up into the air vent? And also, he's on Daredevil, so that doesn't make any sense. Also, how would he be able to even shoot somebody? Because he's blind, so he wouldn't have that good at aim, and he wouldn't be able to shoot somebody, even in the shoulder, because he's too short for it.
You're driving me nuts. All of you are driving me nuts. Why are you blaming a blind... You know that they didn't shoot through the freaking window. That small little window with the latch. How do you know somebody didn't stick a gun in there, shot the guy, missed once, shot him, and then threw the gun in? That could have happened, and that's what the freaking closing sound could have been. Could have been the window. It doesn't have to be the air vent. How do you know it was... Sure, his fingerprints were on the air vent grill, but that doesn't mean that he climbed in the air vent. If that did happen, then his fingerprints would be in the air vent, now wouldn't they? Why are they just on the grill? Are you being sarcastic, Papaya? I'm trying to calm down because this is irritating me. Why they're even blaming child. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough.
Can't be over already. Very well. I believe this trial is finished.
Yeah, he's blind!
The defense has no contradicting evidence.
He is blind? How about that?
The prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
He's blind! Apollo! I was on the ropes already. He's blind! You better come up with something quick.
I know. Think, what can get us out of this? I need evidence. Witness that can prove Maki is innocent beyond a doubt. Not that. Mr. Justice?
She's blind, you idiots! He's blind, small, and frail. He is not Daredevil!
You have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case.
Blind, small, I have quite a few things. He's blind, he's small, he doesn't even speak English, so the fact that he hasn't even been read his rights? How about that?
If you do, you better tell us about it now.
So soon. I messed this one up. Pull over. Word wants contradicting proof. Of evidence? Can I just show him? Just... I can't present him. Prosecutor Gavin, you claimed that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure?
Absolutely. Word on my career as a prosecutor. On my million-seller hit song, Arthur Quinn, My Love.
There he goes again. That's too bad, because there was a witness.
Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not?
Because I am the only one in the world who knows this.
What's going on? Talk to him.
Now. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
So cold. Goodness.
Hold. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
Witness. What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did. Perhaps he did not.
What do you mean by that?
All we know is what your forehead says he said. It's not a testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself.
But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignore me completely.
It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear, contradictory proof from you. This witness, unknown to the prosecution. Hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps. A stiffer penalty than usual is called for.
Heck, there's no backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
Lemire.
Lemire.
Recall Mr. Latouche's last words.
Witnesses. Siren. Oh, you meant the Siren.
That's right. Siren of the ballad. Lemire. Lemire was only on stage for the second set. She had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
See. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well. Hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination.
Okay, let me get this straight. Because fingerprints in his own dressing room think he did it. Ignoring the very fact that he's blind!
Please show Lemire to the witness.
There would see nothing but today, though. Today will drag the story out of her no matter what it is. Why is no one mentioning to the judge that the defendant is blind and a small child who would break his very body shooting a .45 caliber bullet? And how could he carry a 120-pound guy? That's just a minor distinction, too. It could have been more. Kilograms. Kilograms is more than 120 pounds. That's like 200 pounds, 300 pounds. Still, how are you expecting a small blind... all of you are...
It's my distinct honor to welcome Siren and the Ballad to our courtroom.
You are too kind.
Ha! You can speak English.
Oh, you care that she speaks English, but you don't care if the kid sitting and cowering in the corner crying because he doesn't know what's going on can't speak English and only speaks in hieroglyphs?
Yes. Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
Speak so well. You spent time here before.
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of you, nor where I studied it.
She means she doesn't know.
I, too, thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
Lemire suffers from amnesia.
Amnesia.
You're not my true name. I remember nothing of the time I was given it. Nothing of the forest or singing.
Oh, he's even more mysterious than I thought.
As lauded singer Lemire, she lives a good life.
Beatrice.
There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I do not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
See, care surprisingly little about people's past. You have nothing to fear at this court, Lemire.
Thank you. Yet, there was something I do not understand. Being called as a witness. No one would tell me anything. Lemire, let me be frank. I didn't want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand.
Oh my. Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy.
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime.
For what I saw nothing. And that I was invited to sing on yes, I did. Return back. Then I pressing. That was wasn't told the details.
Must say, the wonderful just testifying.
Hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying. There you have it. We saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Oh, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet.
Keep it as short and sweet as your head. Lemire wouldn't talk. Time. You must know something. Gotta find out what. Oh. But it's something. Who Latrice named you? Miss Rose? How can I tell you what to know? Lemire, he said you were a witness with his dying words. I do not know what he meant to say that night. That night, I invited to sing on. And this I did. It's a great concert. You heard me sing? Thank you. I was hoping to get an autograph later, actually. Of course.
Mr. Justice, this is a cross-examination. You're out of line. But...
I was gonna make a joke!
But if anyone gets an autograph, it should be me.
I wasn't expecting him to actually say it!
If anyone deserves an autograph here, it's me. One on my gavel would be nice. Maybe one on my head? Right here? On the bald spot. Not very big. I promise you, it's not that big.
Fair judge.
What's this?
It's my autograph. I'll keep this trial moving.
What? Oh, my grandchild will be so happy.
Apparently his grandson is a big fan.
Let us continue, shall we? If you would, Lemmier. Tell us what you did after your stellar performance.
Not reach stage.
Where were you? Did not return backstage once? Where were you then? What were you doing?
I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance.
Was Maki with you at the time?
Unfortunately. No way.
For an alibi for Maki.
And then, by the police.
With Maki, correct? What was he then?
Yes, he. No, I believe he was by the news. Is of the time.
Yes, he's given the police no end of headache. He answers most questions of silence. Those glinting frames speak nothing. The questioning hasn't gotten very far.
He can't understand you! You ignorant people! He cannot understand you! He does not speak English! He does not understand English! Maybe if you had a Bulgarian person, then he would understand what you're saying. He would answer your questions, but he does not understand! He doesn't understand! No one actually told him anything that was going on! No, he does not understand what you're saying! And he can't tell you anything because he doesn't understand you! He's like Helen Keller at this moment! And the only way anyone can even talk to him is if you actually get a translator! But you don't have a translator now, do you? Freaking ignorant, freaking... I hate you all! He said that. And that is when I learned that something had happened. I wasn't told the details.
How was the incident explained to you?
I was told nothing, indeed. Only that Mr. Mutu died.
Of course, investigations require some security.
They had a translator? Did they? But they don't seem to understand that a scared, blind 14-year-old will not just say what happened because they don't understand. I don't think she's ever went to see Maki in jail. Do you even know that Maki is the defendant? Do you even care? Are you the actual killer?
But Mr. Lucius was my manager. No more. Should have been told. Both Maki and I. Else is concerned. Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's ring true about her testimony.
It's hard to imagine Lemmier lying.
Might not be lying. It's hiding something. Wouldn't she tell me the night of the murder? Right. There you go. I'm sorry, Lemmier, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not?
Why, that's Lemmier's. She was wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime.
What?
Lemmier, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. You just blinded yourself! What was that?
What is the meaning of this? Lemmier, please explain.
Lemire? He says, English is quite difficult.
That trick's not going to work here.
Your forehead may be large. You are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
What now?
That, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
What?
Think back to the moment of crime. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that?
What's she talking about, Apollo?
When the incident occurred. Is she talking about that?
Watch this room for me. We call for backup.
Right. Understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Hey, Latus, can you hear me? Don't worry. We're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Witness. Hey. Can a siren witness anything? Oops. Emma, what was that? Who's there?
What's wrong?
Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I sworn I heard a door close.
I looked into the room. A glance, mind you. But this was when your brooch dropped. That explains that.
It does. There was no other time I could have dropped.
That's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch?
Fair forehead. You has raised the possibility. The only thing you can counter that is evidence.
But she looked in at the crime scene.
Actually, I needed to go into the dress.
This again.
I knew nothing of what happened.
The moment at the door, I heard a horrible voice.
Fair forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed.
I closed the door immediately.
Well, that explains the brooch. Return to your testimony. Too convenient. She's hiding something. Lemire, did look into the room though, right?
Yes,
Testify as to what you saw.
very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses.
Slightly. Couldn't see it from the doorway. Oh. A wall. There was a wall there?
Oh, is what in English?
A division or a patron, I believe. Partition. A large dressing room divided into two halves.
The murder took place in that second half. That partition might be the body. But you would have saw me. You would have saw me though. Leave. Face says nothing. And I looked at it. Yeah, I know, blah blah. There was something. Dang it! There was something when she said this. Her lips stopped moving when she was saying a certain line. There. Is that it? Oh! It was her throat! I was looking at her mouth. I wasn't even looking at her throat. I didn't realize it was her gulping. I just realized that her mouth wasn't opening. right? Mr. Lutu's body, you say?
Yes.
You know something more about Mr. Lutu's death than you are saying.
What?
I see you trying not to remember. The effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. You can't fool me by closing your mouth while you're talking.
It is true. So terrible. Why did Mr. Lutus have to be shot?
One moment, Lemire. What's that you just said? Why did Mr. Lutus have to be shot?
Yes.
It's hiding something. Knew it. Lemire, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
How could that be?
Like this. Lemire contradicted her own testimony. I have the evidence to prove it. Tell me, Lemire. How did you know that he had been shot?
Well,
Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet, you knew that Mr. Lutus had been shot. How could you have known? Yauk? 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 Lemire, you weren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet.
no. Please, allow me to add to my...
Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
Looks kind of pale, huh?
Saw something. Know it. And the victim said so.
Bullet holes in the wall. I knew Mr. Lutus had shot.
Only a glimpse? Yet you knew there was bullet holes?
Yes. I have seen bullet holes.
You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country.
Go wherever my voice is needed. Those places are many of you. It's really cool. Hope I get to travel like Lemire someday.
I plan on recording my next album overseas. Their studios have a different sound, you know?
Maybe I should go on Chords of Steel tour too. Go back. How did you see it? You just glimpsed inside. Lemire, they call you the Siren of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. Put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Come on, can I be cool for once?
Observe the diagram. Lemire, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct?
Yes, that is so.
There were bullet holes in the room, yes. But they were in the wall the door is on. See? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. Why do you keep yorking? Lemire.
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yes. The happenings in the trial are being recorded. I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. To understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing.
Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing.
She knew how Mr. Lutus died, and he named her as as a witness. You must have seen something, Lemire. Very well. Lemire, please continue your testimony.
Very well. I shall.
I saw too.
I was on my way from the stage. There was something like a... That's all. There were two... It wasn't Maki. Grown person. No, it was.
So you did witness the crime. Killer was a grown person, you say?
This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Air Forehead.
Very well, then. Mr. Justice, may begin your cross-examination.
Keep going, Apollo. You're right about Lumiere. Wrong. Not too happy.
Things something fishy. What's wrong?
How did your brooch get in the room?
It's on my way from the stage exit.
But you were heading toward the dressing room?
Yes.
Oh, a little before she and dropped the brooch. Emma and I heard...
On my way back, there was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
What exactly is something like a little window?
Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. I think this is how it is said, yes?
You need not worry, Lemure. Your choice of words is impeccable. There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail.
A little window on the wall.
Oh, the crime from there. There were two shots. I couldn't do anything about it.
We're certain you heard 2 shots fired?
Yes, quite certain. I was on my way to the stage exit. And this was when I heard a faint sound. A gunshot. Wondering what appeared through the window. That is when I gunshot. Much closer.
There were 2 bullet holes at the scene. Contradictions so far.
All happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do. But it wasn't Maki.
It wasn't Maki who shot. Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain.
It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object?
Yeah, Apollo! What were you thinking?
Trucy, just listen to what Lemire has to say. Can you tell me how you were so sure?
Yes, of course. You see, it was a grown person. I know it was.
A grown person? A little vague.
My skill in language is lacking.
Oh. Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female.
It was a man. A younger man.
You're sure of that?
Yes. Voice is...
Voice? Looking at this diagram, seems the dressing room is quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter.
Good. Rely more on my ear. I do not... It is... the voice of...
So you heard a voice. But wait. Didn't that have been the victim, Mr. Lutus?
Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Lutus who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed. So you were at the window, heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man.
Apollo! It's a good testimony. Proves it wasn't Maki.
Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case into a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion in the testimony? This voice gets this off the hook, but it seems I feel... Why are you hydrating me again? Contradictory. Though it pains me to say this, something about Lemuel's testimony that rings false.
Bravo, Air Forehead. You're colder than I thought.
I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grim man would pass through that air vent. Couldn't have fled the scene of the crime.
But that means Lemire has to be lying.
No, it's bad for our case. Can't just shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting.
It is as Air Forehead says. Yet, this is not the only contradiction with her testimony.
What next? What's he talking about?
Lemire, I understand why you would want to protect Maki. Yet remember, you are the Siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature.
What does the prosecution mean?
Hello? Talking about?
No one bats an eye when he says stuff like that.
Follow the state of the crime scene quite well.
State of the room?
Yes, and when the murder took place. And that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it.
What? But I... Sure.
Lemire, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense, but my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser.
She's the only eyewitness we have.
So you say. The victim named her the Siren as the witness?
That's right. So, Mr. Latrice.
We heard your claim, even entertained the possibility. It brought us to this. Air Judge.
Yes?
The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please.
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. Be the question of this witness' credibility. If Lumiere can't testify,
You don't... proving Maki's innocence.
cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, they continue making your case.
Donkey. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fräulein Detective again.
Wait, let me hear Lemiere's testimony one last time. Cross-examination is already over. Till such a time as the need arises, witness may leave the stand.
Instance. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Air Forehead?
I didn't just miss my only chance.
Fräulein Detective. How far had we gone until we were so rudely interrupted?
Don't ask me.
I just like saying the same thing twice. I never repeat a song for an encore.
You would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Natu's killer could have escaped through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes. There's only one door in the room. The witness, you, standing in front of it.
The air vent wasn't very big, see? It limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
You sure would. Thought you wouldn't have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. Anyone who meets the conditions for a killer is the defendant.
The virtuoso performance. Virtuoso performance. I couldn't put it better myself.
It does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh, what's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
Circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Maki? That was bizarre.
Right. I'm too here from the room. End up on top of that stage tower. Playing a guitar, no less.
Perceptive observation, Air Judge.
Thanks. Kind of an accident. You work in this job long enough. Get a nose for it.
That sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fräulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer?
Witness test.
Not a witness! Maki stole the body because of lyrics. He moved the body to match Lemier's song. No one in the country had a motive to kill the victim. Maki practically left his signature at the scene. All this evidence clearly points to the defendant. What? You're forgetting he's blind!
Lemier's song?
Yes, Guitar Serenade. You noticed it's code too, did you not?
It's code?
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. Good. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. Then,
Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Mr. Latou's lives were taken by a bullet.
the rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
That's mud. It's like a story of some fairy tale. Admit, I forgot about the song. There it is now, waiting for me. Finale, as it were.
Hey, I was the one who first noticed that.
Heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing?
The wild world out there, Air Judge.
Very well. Heard one song and dance. Get on to the next. Cross-examination. For sure that I'd be singing.
I believe Maki stole the body because of some lyrics. Why? The lyrics don't make any sense, especially since he can't understand them. He can't understand them. He does not speak English.
Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics?
I didn't believe it myself. It can't just be a coincidence.
It is as Fräulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse. If you would, Fräulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, yeah? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as vocalist is not trivial.
Fine, fine. Let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we? When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight.
Indeed. My favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right page of the lyric sheet. Here we find, burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. He looked exactly like Doflamingo. Would have loved fire, take my life away, all away. Mr. Latou's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Fräulein Detective. You're singing. Not bad. Now for the finale.
God, together to the sky.
Oh, wait, it was you who sang that! I thought she was singing it!
Guitar, guitar, up together in the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latou's was found with a guitar high in the sky over the stage.
I feel like there's something missing though. Stuff around me and through the air.
No series of coincidences can be so well conceived.
He's right, scientifically speaking.
What would Waki have said? That concert was whack?
It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that. Anyway, the shooter... Goodbye to match Lemier's song. I understand it.
Objection!
Dang it! I
accidentally presented my badge! It doesn't contradict anything! I accidentally opened the court record and presented my badge when I meant to back out! Gosh dang it! I meant to question, and then I opened the court record, and then I meant to back out, but instead I ended up presenting my friggin' attorney's badge. Your Honor, my attorney's badge says this is wrong! Does the prosecution have any idea why he'd do all this?
Want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all that trouble.
I accidentally presented my attorney's badge as evidence when I didn't mean to.
Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Unforgivable acts, even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none.
The diva's complaints aside, imagine someone doing this on just a whim.
Fraudulent detective. I take that as...
Indeed, does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say.
Yes, crime was planned for sure. No clue in this country. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim.
How do we know that? But Zermato spoke English. He may have come to this country before.
I looked into that, I assure you.
Oh?
It was his first time in the country, it seems. Apparently, he learned English on his own.
Right.
You see, no one here had a motive to kill him. Certainly not in such an elaborate fashion.
Does seem difficult to imagine.
Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt.
What did you say?
Prosecutor Gavin, did this to promote your song?
Of course not. I'm quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
There's even in my textbook at school.
What? Why? And I've never heard of them. What does that say about me?
I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy. Maki practically left his signature on the seat.
What do you mean by his signature?
Bullet holes in the wall, of course.
Bullet holes?
The revolver was fired twice. The shot missed, left a hole in the wall.
That means what exactly?
The dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. Can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It'd be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could probably aim.
No. You can't be serious. Really? No! You're not using the fact that he's blind against him, are you? Please tell me you're not.
Maki. That's why he missed? The only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me. The monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah. Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
Blind shooter. No wonder he missed. I knew those bullet holes came back to haunt me. Thank justice. What do I do now? Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh, how so?
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? The shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon. Why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant, Maki Tobai, is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim. convincing argument to be sure.
Ah, take that, smug prosecution. Apollo?
Huh? What?
That bit about Maki being tiny? The gun throwing off his aim? Admitting that he did it?
Oh. Does seem not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
I've really put my foot in it this time.
But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, fraudulent detective.
Very well. Witness will add this to her testimony.
Right. In the scene of the crime scene, the shooter was blind. They were too even. Can't say that he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that. I wouldn't call it proof per se. Huh?
You merely raised a possibility. Fraudulent detective has made up most of the logical conjecture on the evidence. Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent.
But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place?
Ah, a very good point. Well, Fraudulent detective, if you would care to explain.
Certainly seems sure of himself. On the crime scene, if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. If it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Building staff went around checking all the air vents. Don't believe it. Even backstage was told about the maintenance, including Maki Tobai. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
You could have figured it out for yourself. Only need to consider what the stepladder was doing there.
Looks like the defense's objection has been pushed by a stepladder.
Well, air forehead? Out of ammunition, perhaps?
I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive.
Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Apollo, do you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see. I'll put him in his place. And the shooter was sighted to do it. I would take down one of their central points. Any evidence that can prove that, though. What's that evidence? Fine. I accept the prosecution's challenge.
As I knew you would, air forehead.
What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't. Or Maki, fine, did it.
Defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see. Not sure that overturns anything.
Wrong evidence, I'm guessing.
Apparently both love and justice are blind.
Think. Something. Anything. It doesn't look so good. The Apollo. It doesn't. What do we do? First, we don't panic. I know Maki's case is leaking water by the gallon. He's on a roll. We need to stop him. The bully message! Wait a second! There we go. This is that evidence.
Photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. This is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
And perhaps you best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. The contradiction at the scene of the crime is...
I like the way bloody message. The bloody message.
The contradiction is right here. Smear bloodstains?
Thought it was just my blurry vision. It really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this.
It's as if he wrote. Aha! Get it! At least think I get it.
Get what, Fräulein?
Mr. Latus was shot. He wrote something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? What would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
You're making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. Does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. Certainly a logical conclusion. Drat, wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I. No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accepts this?
You agree that this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latus was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was? But what did you just testify about the shooter?
He said... We're blind.
Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Maki Tobai, is blind? He couldn't have been the shooter.
Impossible!
Yeah, how? 1.5 hours from now. Order. Please, order. Please explain to me what all of this means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now...
It seems I owe the court an apology.
The
Gabineers are a band with law enforcement's ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I like the vibe getting here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. You're Gavin all relaxed, feeling like that. He knows something we don't. He's about to tell us.
I've got an idea. Let's rock. With these documents. But before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective, if I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Maki Tobai is blind?
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lemire lead him around by hand all the time?
Way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Maki Tobai. According to this, Maki Tobai can see perfectly well.
What?
What? Huh? What?
Blindness was merely a publicity point by those clever Bulgarians. He can see quite well.
But you said...
What did I say exactly? Fair forehead. Not once in the course of the trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fräulein detective.
But that's...
A significant fact, yes. Consider Maki Tobai's eyes. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vents. I see no problems with this.
And what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Air 4 had neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words.
Heck.
How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies.
Heck.
This is where the real fun begins, Air Forehead.
Monkey face again. Every time with the monkey face. What do you mean this is where the real fun begins?
I knew you didn't have what it took.
You jerk. What was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry.
That's no way to apologize.
He's angered the Trucy now. Out. Can please end the bickering. No.
Whatever. I'm not leaving. Can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Don't say that.
What?
This blood stain. You'll try to wipe it off, right?
Seems to be what happened, yes.
Might be able to find out what was really written there. Here.
Really? You can do that?
That's right. With this.
Oh, yes! Give me the bottle of reveal blood thing that we used in your case with the cowboy man. Come on!
It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? Chemical that reacts to blood.
Yes. Have we done those tests yet?
As if I'm going to tell you.
The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. Or to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
Wait, go for it, Apollo.
Huh? Do the test?
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
Chemical that reacts to blood. Heard this somewhere. Yes, leave an analysis is called for. Have at it.
Wait, ready? Easy as pie. Press space to spray the area. Here, give it a try.
The entire court are focused on me.
Apollo, your hand's shaking.
Let's do this. Name or number? Wow, really works. A name. That's not a name. Password or something.
This must be the power of science. It says IPXX. Oh, it's 2 X's, not a Y? It looks like a Y. 314206. Is that the killer's name?
Maybe it is. Killer was a robot.
I have it. You?
So what is it?
I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is the Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Yes. Those are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. Why would he write that number?
Why would Mr. Matus even know a number like that?
Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on.
Well, apparently he's not blind. It was a publicity stunt. So, but still, point being, 14-year-old. I'm upset. 14-year-old that doesn't English.
Your Honor, we can verify the number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand.
Oh, Sharkman's back. Hello, Sharkman.
Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number.
Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, 27. Not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, and so it seems. Yet, this number is really that of the Interpol agent.
Oh wait, I know. If Maki Tobai is really an undercover Interpol agent.
What? That would be a possibility.
He's 14! Possibility, yes. 14! And one that would mark him as the killer for certain. Why would Matus know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? Curious mystery concerning Maki Tobai.
What are you talking about?
Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It would seem too much of a bother to tell you.
Called him the because of his hair? Oh, you haven't seen his side profile.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. I Maki pretend that he couldn't see?
Exactly. Makes a little sense. What do you think, Air Forehead?
Huh?
Me. Maki Topai pretended he was blind. You know why?
How could he know? Wait, Sir Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
Known from the start of the trial. Been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong. You think perhaps this is all some kind of game? No, at the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
Who then?
There was a reason why Maki Tobai pretended to be blind. It wasn't for his own sake. In the picture now.
For himself.
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness?
Maki had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Means. No, couldn't be.
Good show, Air Forehead. It seems you've thought of something.
I figure these things out on my own. Hate having to take my cues from this guy.
Very well. Look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. Doing it for her. Lumiere. Still concerned about this. That is Lumiere. Lumiere and Maki Tobai. All their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
I mean, Aaron, her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. And when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. Would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right. Because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times. Yet, he had just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Maki could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, was it reported there were importance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Maki did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing.
Really?
Really. It's all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lumiere. What's this? So you mean to say that Lumiere is... She's... Yes, Your Honor. Lumiere is blind.
She's blind. What? She's the one that's blind?
Order. Order. Order! This is crazy. Prosecutor Gavin.
Is it now?
Please. Please shed some sanity on this madness.
Wait, she's the one that's blind? Wait a second. Not really pain there.
That explains why her eyes are vacant and wouldn't blink. The defense has made an outrageous claim.
The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is a vast forehead. And I see it not vast in vain. This time, is quite correct.
But that makes no sense.
Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lumiere herself? I believe she's still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case?
Ask me. No idea she couldn't see. I even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lumiere. Lumiere?
Here. Lumiere. It pains me deeply to call me before us again in this way. And yet, I must.
Please, do not be concerned alone.
His eyes. Really can't see? Really?
It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie, born in the Bulgarian countryside, would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are...
Yes. As I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time in Lumiere. No to that. The word light, no meaning for me.
I see.
You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, Air Forehead.
What's that?
I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Now, Lumiere, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Though I admit, a little lost here.
I think we're all a little lost here, Your Honor. Thought he was just pretending to be blind so that he could be with her, not the other way around.
Lumiere's eyes.
I have no memory of the night. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line. Before he knew this, so silly as it sound, I had to pretend I could be. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize. My conscience, you see. I was to keep blindness, no matter what. Music is everything for me. To imagine something like
Told us the truth in the beginning, and she said she saw nothing.
Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? One thing in your testimony that bothered me.
Perhaps it's best we let you get it out of your system. Someday, you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself.
Very well. Defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
You're concerned about her, but you don't care about the 14-year-old? Really? Okay, there's only one part that bothered me. You're not concerned at all about the 14-year-old we all thought was blind until recently. You weren't concerned about stressing him out and arresting him. Frugal evidence.
There's only one part that bothered me. Let me ask about that, and I'll be happy. It's this one. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latus?
Of course. He was my manager.
So he knew. That's what's been bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice.
I believe I know what it is bothering our young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. If he didn't mean her... He's alive. Mr. Latus, can you hear me? Witness. Hold. Don't worry. Going to be fine. Help is on the way. Get in there, Mr. Latus. Tell me, who was the witness? Mr. Latus told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind.
No.
Tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself.
Meaning what?
There's no mystery here, and you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more.
Witness. Siren? Heard that many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
I remember them well myself. That statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that.
Before? What came before that? Eck!
That's right. I'm trying to tell you. He said can't see. He wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
See.
Too bad the defense did not. Well, airforehand. Try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time.
Order. Order!
Recall Lumiere's earlier testimony.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
but she couldn't have heard those gunshots. Thought we proved that.
That is not the most important point here.
Hmm?
The moment she was shot, Mr. Latus witnessed her through the window. Why else would he have named her as the witness?
But I really did hear them. Gunshots. And the man's voice.
Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. They have already run a simulation, of course.
But it was so clear. I heard that voice again. Would know it in an instant.
Your Honor, what is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in a session here? We have the results back from the investigation. The investigation?
The Interpol number that Mr. Latus left us.
Well, let's hear it. We'll continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please.
Oh, right, that's Darian. Hi, Darian!
I asked Interpol about the number. Surely you'll find their answer intriguing.
Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent?
IPXX314206. Agent register under this number was Roman Latus. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latus himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation.
So, when he wrote those letters,
He was trying to tell us his own identity. But a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latus was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lumiere's manager,
Just a cover, most likely. One other important detail I found. Well, out with it.
Concerns a .45 caliber revolver. Murder weapon. Apparently, it belonged to Roman Latus. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registration number on the revolver matched.
So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent had such a large revolver.
the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. Well, that ties into everything. It's gotta tie in somehow. I think. Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
Hold it. Who's holding? Oh, it's you. Wait.
Lemire, something the matter?
That voice just now.
Darian?
Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I'm sure of it.
It was him.
Aren't saying.
That voice I heard. Talking to Mr. Latus. And I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Is this some kind of joke?
What?
No way.
We fell into such a chaotic state. I had to be suspended temporarily. I've never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not the day that you get an accusation like that one. We are fingering Darian Crescent. Only is he a guitarist? He's a detective. Could really have been his or her? Yes. Frankly, I'm sure I could keep up with it. Hey, no one ping out now, Apollo. Why would he kill her?
On the missing body. Day 2 investigation. Okay.
But, huh?
Wait. July 9th, 2:12 p.m. Bright Anything Agency.
Hey! Apollo!
What?
Well, you know. Actually, nothing. Anything? Maybe not? Out with it! Suspense is giving me an ulcer. Oh, you know, the trial today? The score. What score would you give it?
Score? Gee. Guess I wouldn't, or maybe, well... just as bad as you.
See? So, So vague.
Clearly. Aki avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Can't say I'm any less confused about the case. Sorry, pull about that number. Sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IP access 314206. Agent register under this number. It's Roman Latus.
The victim, Mr. Latus. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? A mess. Don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true. But we know who shot him now. Pierre told the whole court. Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latus, and I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. These mysteries you shouldn't love.
I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Ray up to? I wouldn't mind his his opinion.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What is he, some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will?
I wouldn't say that, but he's been going out a lot. Some top mission, he said.
Top secret.
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. You've got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Fine. Right. Well, time's wasting. As they say. Investigate.
That's the spirit.
So I can look at this room again? Can. I don't really want to. A photograph showing one of Truth's favorite magicians. Looks daily for good luck, I hear.
Heck! I almost forgot! I hope I become a famous grand magician. Oh, and I hope Apollo becomes an ace attorney. Here, all done.
I suppose if you're going to talk to inanimate objects, the photo isn't so bad. How's your magic act coming along?
Oh, I've been working on my cups and balls routine.
Is that the one where the ball moves from under one cup to the other?
That's right! The very same! Here, watch. First, I put one of the cups over the ball. I snap my fingers. Ta-da! The ball's under the other cup.
Not there.
Watch me pull something out of my magic panties!
Nice try!
Guess I know what I'll be doing tonight. Practicing. You can be my audience, Apollo.
I don't want to be your audience. Seems some restaurants that set out real food to show on the menu.
That too. You know something strange? And there was a sandwich without any lettuce. It had disappeared. Magic.
Or someone just swiped the lettuce and ate it.
Wait. Sandwich. You didn't. Apollo, you shouldn't eat sample food, no matter how hungry you are. Just how hard up do you think I am?
You don't know how long the sample food's been out. Usually stale. Favorite coffee drink. Alright. No, that ring kind of in the way. A client the other day tripped on it and fell on the floor.
See my ring rolling out the door? You know how long it took me to find it?
You know how long it took to calm down the client? In the end, they walked out without hiring us.
You clean up a bit? Don't you think the props give the office a festive, fun-filled mood?
Not sure law offices have to be festive and fun-filled.
Apollo! This is the right anything agency! CEO, I want an office that says we know how to have fun!
Guess it is her office. What? I'm not sure at this point. Oh? Strange split box stares at me from the wall. No matter how many times I see that there, it still strikes me as odd.
Really? Guess I've gotten used to seeing it, growing up with it. Around the house.
What home did you grow up in?
Hide it there when we played hide and seek. Just get in, slide the sections around. You're impossible to find.
Bet you would be. One of those hats you put things on. Pull things out of, right?
Of course! That's like a little universe. Bigger on the inside than on the outside.
Reminds me of a sci-fi show I used to watch.
Bentley, my pocket is a little universe too. My panties and...
Can we not make the Doctor Who reference? Get the idea. You're a living TARDIS. Actually, I think the TARDIS is alive, isn't it? Mr. Charlie, the potted plant. Huh? You're looking a little brown.
Good morning, Mr. Charlie. Heck! Mr. Charlie! The leaves!
You weren't giving him enough water?
No. He's stressed. He's worried about the new recruit at the office.
Hey, don't blame it on me! You are watering him, right?
It's Daddy's turn to water him this week. Heck! Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission.
Mr. Wright has been away on his top secret mission, no?
Sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. Water you soon, promise.
Why not now?
How about some tea? Here you go.
Thanks. That's nice. But this is not the time to be drinking tea.
That's right. We have to get investigating. Heck, that was a close call. I was relaxed.
Several books of magic mixed in with the legal books on the shelves. The rest of them like the gleam of clean books. Okay. Darian did it. Amira dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian.
Amira said she's never forgotten a voice, right? So cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears? Bet that's what they're called.
No, I don't think that means what you think it means. It has to be wrong this time.
Huh? Why?
I mean, look. These gunshots were right during the concert.
Right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Right. I happened to look up on stage. Maybe Darian even?
You bet I did. He was one of Gevinier's guitarists after all. So cool. Oh.
Right. Geviniers have a rock-solid alibi. Couldn't have shot Mr. Lutus backstage.
But Amira heard him, didn't she? Heard Darian backstage. Right?
He was either wrong, lying very badly. Interpolling.
I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals.
Why can't they just call them the International Police instead of making up some silly name?
Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lanier?
What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. Hey.
Be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying.
Remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a pumped coin at 50 paces.
Only if it's that easy. Wait a second. There's a piece on the ground. In any case, you know he was working on something.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What's Mr. Lutus up to? Trissy? Another one of your tricks.
It wasn't me! You didn't make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Who are you? You're the Yellow Man! Whatever the mundane gives way to the miracles, a world is whispered. Gremiar! Hey!
Hey, the other day.
Did you get in here? Who are you?
Cake!
Who's there? Who are you? Yellow Man! The Yellow Man's back!
Let's imagine that, did we?
He's wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who? Could you please stop smirking like that?
Ah! It's you! Uncle Valent!
Uncle Valent? Uncle Valent? Your uncle?
No, silly! The great Gremier! Valiant Gremier! The Grand Magician!
Yes. The great valiant Gremier, as seen on television.
And would you please stop smirking like that? Been a while, Miss Tree. 7 years to be exact. Wait, so you were there? What happened 7 years ago? Please tell me. No one is explaining anything. Why is your a heart? Why is your brooch a heart? Hers a diamond and that dude's a clover? Or club? What is this? Is this some sort of conspiracy of Magician World? What is this? My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valiant. You... exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but was a great magician paying us a visit? I believe it was. See, so be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. Though my stardom may be out of sight, get down to earth. Does have a certain aura to him, it's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
Aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. Practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valiant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright?
No, I mean... still Daddy.
Lucy's real father? I knew it! I knew you were adopted! Troop Grimier?
Hey, Apollo. We don't know about Troop Grimier.
Troop Grimier? Huh? No? But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life! The mobility listless lad! To not know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Valiant Grimier. Name began to surface in my mind. You might heard on television.
I bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear. Blew up in an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe, and then escaped from a high-security prison.
But he is a magician. Open the locks. Hearts, chain, mediocre. This is the true miracle. Grimier. Wait.
What, Apollo?
Remember, seeing you on television. A long time ago. You with someone else? Like a duo?
Duo?
Yeah, a partner. Something Grimier. Hooray. Yes. Zach Grimier. A masterful maker. A capable crafter of shining showmanship. Oh, is that your father, Trucy? Everyone's so quiet!
Me?
Daddy.
Huh?
Oh, no way! Father. Once upon a time, Grimier introduced two grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Grimier, my partner, Zach Grimier. This Zach was
My real dad.
Lucy's father. Guess it makes sense. Had no idea.
What have you been talking about? Not now that he's on.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. You make me laugh, Apollo.
Done good for comic relief, at least.
I don't see daddy around much these days.
I've been misremembering my reasons. Reasons? Two, in fact. The first being, of course, see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant.
Valiant? I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Coliseum, first time in 7 years, I'd fain not contain my... I'd wet oceans. Learn you now defend that poor pianist, blinded boy. A hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. Defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason today was this.
That's a videotape?
Quite so. Recording of the concert. I brought it for you. Behalf of Troop Grimmeret.
We are. Watching.
Notice the trap door underneath.
Wait, I saw something. Just caught on fire right then. On fire from the inside.
Pull me up.
Oh, that was as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious.
More song going on. Way more mysterious. Valiant Grumure has. What is reason? That concert. Look at this. Yeah, right then. That's when it combusted. What if I... Okay, let's present evidence to you and talk to you about it.
What's this? You would ask me for a miracle? Free of fee. Then thy wish is granted. Thy will be done. Thy evidence evicted into the ether.
Heck! No evicting! Please!
All magicians like this, I wonder?
Wait, did you actually throw something out?
Videos.
So, I was wondering. That's not in the middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt.
What about Lemire vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? Guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded. Simple sleight of hand. But cheat.
Precipitation? What? Not even a word.
A modicum. Magic.
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air.
So you're the one who knows how it was all done?
Of course. I am like a deity. Stage is my domain. But no mystery. Bloodlit boards, not brass, tightly twixt my feet. Criminal power.
Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now! Lucy? It's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
Mice none. My illusions are mine alone. Also
what?
Recall that the terrible. Well, after my illusion grants. Oh, don't even ask.
Bad for you, Apollo.
What side are you on?
I, Valiant Grumure, shall make my leave this trip.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valent. You should stay a while.
I am afraid I cannot. I may not. Shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, so I shall slink back to. So, you got the concert venue today? Right? If you would call on. Alligator. The whirl of his cloak and a eye. Turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Two more things to ask him. Foremost, among them, a bit of magic that disappeared. He knows Trucy and her real father. Oh, is that the concert hall? Detention Center. July 9th, Detention Center. This room. Maki may not be guilty. Suspect.
They don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gone out of that room.
Air vent.
And lied.
Lied?
So I can see.
Aki!
Speak of the devil.
Looks like he's doing okay.
Yet.
We come here?
We can talk to him or anything.
Secrets are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
Kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But here anyway. So I'll get what I want to say off my chest.
I need someone to complain to. I'll listen.
I think she's actually worried for me. You dead? Security guard. Hands here. But Maki are gentle. Didn't see. Oh, that's the first time there was any real emotion coming from that guard that I know of. Security camera. I feel a sudden urge to make a face. Send things to you.
I think he said, I'm sorry, I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden.
This is why I never trust a translator. The strange part was the thing igniting. Anyway, trial today.
So, what did you think of the trial today? Oh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. He did. He would have been scared out of his mind by that trial.
Hey, well that ends well. Be more goal-oriented. Innocent, win.
No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Lucky might not understand English, but he gets that better than you do.
Huh. Wait, so he can understand English? Is that why I got a heartbeat from my vampire snake bracelet?
I'm glad Lemire testified. A great person. He got Maki off the hook by naming another suspect.
Guardian of the Cavaliers. Detective. If Maki knows what happened. I mean, follow how the trial went at all. No one told him there was a new suspect. How would he know? Hey.
Say, Apollo.
No, it's nothing. I'm imagining it.
Imagining what, Apollo?
Just help us feel that. Maki, you don't understand what we're saying, right?
Could he? He's a young Bulgarian. He can speak English.
Yeah. Leslie is reacting to it.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. It's scared. He may keep making those I'm so mad faces.
Is I that bad? He lied about not being able to see. That's not all he lied about.
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I think he'll something big to get. It have undeniable evidence. Be back, Maki. Nice sight.
Maki, you can see, right? Hey, let me your can't. Oh, world's gone to turn. Sorry, Apollo. I'm going to get any information out of Maki. Makes sense.
does. So he can understand. You find evidence that he can. So he can understand. Oh, hello. This is very cheerful looking. Hi. There is a person being chased by a dog. Either that or they're just running with it. My ninth.
Oh, a great day. Good weather for sleuthing.
Weather matters for an investigation.
Some days should feel like math days or defense days.
Sure. Get started, shall we?
Right on. Show yourself, Apollo.
Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff?
Voice training. This is the perfect place for it.
I did enough at home, thanks.
There's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage.
You. A lawyer.
You're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection?
Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Get going already. Fuck. Up to it.
Dude, Gavin got to play on an enormous stage. So jealous. Someday, fight my first battle on the stage.
Battle?
Oh, yeah, let's go see him.
Don't do gladiatorial... They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy.
Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped.
Could it have been all the murder? All the murder and the fact that it was only pleasing the very insane emperor? Sometimes I worry about her. Fuck. Why do they have a blimp?
Look, a blimp.
This balloon's next to it. Monster ad.
Hey, big sale, all shirts 50% off.
Oh, it's an department store next door. Look, massive sign for the guilty as charged tour. Prosecutor Gavin stared all over the arena.
Oh, maybe I can take it to the office when they're done with it.
Is that Gavin? Is that a picture of Gavin? Where would you put it? Even get that thing through the front door.
I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business.
Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute.
Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me.
Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Why? That is creepy. What's that?
Oh, the police mascot, the Blue Badger.
It's life size.
Haven't you seen them around town? Rolling the streets? Yes, how even Law and Order has a mascot.
I'd run from that thing even if it wasn't a criminal. No. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks?
Trinky, I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo.
Very creepy, that vacant stare while giving a child something. Down here, being chased. That boy? I can't tell. The person being chased by a dog. Can I pick up the earpiece now? July 9th, backstage hallway. Hi. Mia. Sorry about today.
Who is that?
Ending.
Are you okay? Alone, I mean.
Been wrong.
See, you know who we were before we spotted you now. We weren't even talking.
I heard it.
Oh, that's a great ears.
I heard the... Oh, she... Earpiece! On floor, pick it up!
It's been lying there since for yesterday.
Oh.
No one's noticed it. I want to pick it up. Little souvenir, I think.
Stick out in my mind for some.
Pick it up!
If it sticks out in your mind, pick it up! It could be evidence! That's the Gavanira's dressing room. Pull out on the investigation. Backstage isn't half as glamorous without a band there. It's Lemire's dressing room. Scene of the crime. Slightly guarded for being a crime scene.
I'm not complaining. Makes it easier for us to go in. Emma gave us her okay, right? We can wander in and do as we like.
How's Emma doing anyway? I hope she's not getting cavities from all those chocolate snackos. What are the snackos covered? It's chocolate covered something. What is it? It's crunchy.
I'm thirsty, Apollo.
Want something to drink? This is like a chocolate Cheeto.
About this one. Real samurai soda.
Now in real steel flavor.
Huh?
Here, my treat.
Hey, this isn't enough change. We said this yesterday.
Like an instrument. Big instrument.
A great magic trick you can do with one of these.
Huh? What kind?
Math plus beautiful girl escape solution.
Poster. Charged.
Love that name. Guilty as charged. Negative.
It's true. Okay. I've actually talked to you. Voice. It was quite a statement you made. But hearing Gary and Chris at the time. Lemiore. Is something the matter?
That voice just... It's him. I'm sure of it.
Away.
On my way. That is what...
Gary and Mr.
Are those guys?
You should call security.
Of the north? I imagine them. Doing like... Oh, it was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah. He's... Maki.
I met Maki before my debut at Lemiore. I was singing in a restaurant in Morginia.
And he was playing the piano?
Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
That when you started playing opposites? Maki pretending he couldn't see?
No, it wasn't. That began after our major debut. After I became known as them. It must have been tough for Maki, pretending he couldn't see while acting as your eye. Oh, could write what throw my poem to.
I think I see what she's... would never harm a soul. About Mr. Letou. So, you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did. That's what it means to be undercover.
What was after him? Know who he really was.
Did he pose as my...
Have no idea?
I can only assume. Why?
What makes you think that?
Not so. Not to deny the possibility. My condition, as my presence is veiled in darkness, so too is clouded from it.
Clouded. Darkness.
Darkness. Darkness. Ever I open. The real darkness lies in
Your heart.
moment. In the I awoke No, no, want those.
What's it she said about not being able to remember them?
You don't know my... I did some... everything. But I don't think you...
I can't think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Do you think your past might be related to this case?
No way. It's really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lemior.
Often.
Fear who I might have been.
Think you could tell me about this?
And well, limited. You know what I...
Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. Still pretending she could see then.
Oh, dang, I don't want to watch it again for the 5th time.
Took a look at your performance again. It's even better the 2nd time. Or the 3rd, or 4th, 5th.
Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off.
Illusion?
When you teleport from one stage to the other, remember?
Ah, yes. Apparently, he hired a professional magician.
Valiant Grandmere. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done?
Afraid I cannot. Grandmere made me so...
I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know?
Ah, I remembered what I wished to speak.
Yes?
When I was walking this hallway before, stumbled upon a small device lying on the floor.
Device? You mean this?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. That I've been trying to pick up since the day before yesterday.
Might I...
What is... What? What did you think?
This is one of our heads. Everyone in wears one.
Here's whose this is.
We use it for communication. Be quite convenient.
Hold on to it for you. Give it to Prosecutor Gavin when...
Yes, that's best.
So, can I put it on?
Attached? Some kind of robot. It's attached to Trucy. I just realized what it said. I'm not some kind of a robot, Apollo.
Everyone on staff was wearing one of the headsets. Warrant some further inquiry.
Ten four. 10-4 that, little buddy. This is Trudy reporting in. Over.
Why the sudden silence?
Guard.
Be silly.
Good as a receiver that doesn't... like Emma not performing forensic investigations.
Make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Just silly. Us. A tech android that runs on Snackos.
What?
Go here. Dressing room. Stack of the mayor's postcard. Here it is. Landscape painter's sound.
It's been hard to pretend you can see when you can't.
But the way she seemed so effortless. I think she had life easy. Some people are just impressive like that.
You know it. Just makes me think about how much further I had to go.
I can solve this quickly and not add to her troubles. Speaker here is Siren and Lemmy. Where if it... Oh, that was already there. was blaring as loud as hers.
I don't see a volume control anywhere in the room. Guess is that they give all the rooms equal treatment.
In equal punishment? Trying to make sure I got everything before I left this room. Right, there's nothing new in here. I've tried. Nothing new. Right, the badger. It'll be the same. There's a guy outside in a giant blue badger costume, hovering about. Felt even more than having your posters.
It's all the same. He's the band mascot too, you know?
Can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing.
Here can I. Bet there's a story there just waiting to be told.
Okay, let's go into the crime scene. All gonna be the same too. Found Maki Tobi's fingerprints on with the long face.
A little lackluster, you know?
Lackluster?
I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. The audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that.
Things must look different through a magician's eyes.
It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window.
Don't go there! You'll get your head stuck! Did you really try? Shooter must have used this to climb up to the vent.
Let's try. One left a step ladder here.
I don't think Mr. Lutus was shot because of the ladder.
It was Maki?
Yes. Then is pretty small after all. If he was at the scene. He escaped in the time between the gunshots and us opening the door. The way those bullets tore through this thick wall. Revolver really was something else.
I wonder if someone was little as me. Siren.
Looking at your shoulder would put a crimp on your stage career.
Eddie always said has stiff shoulders. Maybe that can loosen them up.
Don't even mention it. Afraid he might go out and actually try it.
He doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet.
After the shooting took place, Amir tried to come into the dressing room after brooch.
I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important?
Yeah. Maybe about bugs me, that's sure. Listen. It was there before.
Look! It's fruit! Fruit, Apollo! Fruit!
I heard you the first time. There's a lot of fruit. Anyone would miss a bit of watermelon.
No! I know! I'll make it vanish! Into my stomach!
Better not. Might make you pay for it. If you had the money for that, you should probably paint the office first.
Watermelons are that expensive?
Could have been imported from some exotic hell for all we know. One of the biggest, most expensive looking I've ever seen.
Too bad you'll never own one.
Never's kind of harsh, truthfully.
How about for all eternity then?
Same difference.
Avenir's poster.
How many of those did they put up anyway?
Prosecutor Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should learn to play the guitar too, Apollo. And accompany my magic act.
Certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. I'll think about it. I'll think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. Is that really Gavin? Is that really a poster of Gavin? I can't tell. Hard to tell. Poster for another show. Summer. Legal Eagles production of Case Closed.
Looked into that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related too. Apparently, their serious portrayal of law and order is a big draw.
Sounds so boring. It's probably pretty interesting.
You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollojustice.
Yes, I am. I'm very, very complicated. How dare you even...
It's one heavy duty cape.
trouble thinking of flowers as being heavy duty.
They call lots of things heavy duty.
Not flowers, they don't.
Heavy scent.
I think you mean heady.
Flowers are plastic.
Still wouldn't be heavy.
Oh, what if they were made out of metal?
Like a magnolia made out of steel?
Exactly. I hope all my fans won't start throwing metal flowers at me.
What? What was that?
Flowers lined up like that makes me clean a dressing room. Got all that makeup.
All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue.
Guess she's trying to make that. Well, considering Mr. Wright won't buy it for her until he masters piano. One of those Here's ones.
Is that what they're really called? Permanent dryers?
Do I look like a beautician? I just know they dry your hair and give you a permanent.
This doesn't sound very glamorous, you know?
You mean a perm? Okay, how about a perm machine?
Or you could be more simple, like permer.
This isn't a bad game, thinking of official names for things. Not that it makes the name actually official or anything.
Stack of presents for Lumiere. Just always get the biggest presents. No, you a present, Apollo.
Here, have a piece of candy.
Gee, thanks!
Must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. Did I really just give her candy? Was the window where Lumiere saw the crime from. Wish it was that simple.
It's hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it.
Yeah, but the window was closed.
Maybe she heard some other way?
Yeah, like thing? Maybe she heard from the thing? Forgot what the thing is called? An earpiece? Hey, look! The carpet has been put up here.
That's the part we did the luminol testing on in courts.
Luminol. Right.
No, I couldn't stop thinking. Who's going to pay for this carpet?
As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter?
Guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay.
I would hope the carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. Murder weapon. It belonged to Mr.
That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns.
Who's a big man? But how about the person who shot him? They have to be about his size? Right. Go back to the backstage hallway. And to the stage. Line 9th.
Song. One Lumiere was singing?
Yeah, you're right. First Siren.
Oh, I'd love to do a show on the stage like this.
I'd come to that.
Cool. One in the audience, eyes with wonderment. Here I am, singing my ballad. Goes.
Not bad. Wait, are you a magician?
Oh! Right? I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication. Oh, hi. There you are. I was wondering where you went. Ha! Isn't Miss Trucy? Indeed it is.
Uncle Valent!
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility. Undertake. I am inspecting mine crew. Make sure naught is miss.
Give me your teleportation illusion. Oh,
Did anything go wrong? Poorly upon me. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano, and I remembered that for maybe Helicon song.
hey, Apollo! Maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us.
Yeah, give me a second. Look at this. Probably electronics. Must be stun on it.
A bunch of like this. Go with them? Can I, Apollo? Please?
No fiddling. Break something.
you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. What Daddy always says.
These eggs look kind of expensive.
Piano? One big piano. Never actually played one.
Get Mr. Right to teach you sometime.
Oh good, he can't play either.
Kinda feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. Could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew!
You make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. Click. Oh, stuck in the piano. Let's take a look under the hood. Huh? Look! This was stuck between the strings. Some kind of switch.
Thrown this in the piano. Something. Well, I know.
Switch sitting there, tempting me to push it.
Don't. Might blow up the whole Coliseum.
Hello, please! That every strange switch triggers a bomb. Kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't fit in our busy times.
Alright, true CPI. Doesn't lie me. What do you think the switch does?
Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room.
Switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. It's what? Right? Switch on her. In the piano.
Still can't believe we found Maki and Mr. on top of that tower.
Yeah. Not like high places. Now I hate them.
Like it could have been if we found a dead body closer to the town. But that reminds me. Bad of Heights too.
Huh, no kidding.
Found a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over.
Poor guy. That's a big instrument.
The case for a contrabass, I think.
Violins? Violin?
Get it! Violin!
Comparing you to instruments. That's the ladder that was used to climb up the stage tower. At a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon.
Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know?
I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Climbing up there and finding a dead body. Definitely not a good thing to be doing. Hi, how are you? So you really won't talk to anything about with me? What is this? Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me, stage and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye.
True. Getting on in years. Much time left to make your mark, huh?
Not how I was seen. So he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Amir's illusion.
I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Your Nishi act was your illusion, right?
Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. The climax of the song, he said, make me disappear. A dream. Yet, what can I work with? Stage. Together. There are none of the sorcery challenging. Boy, acted. He disappeared from the top of the tower. For to move, to some sort of tunnel. Came to me because I am a professional alone. Professional. My illusions are made of the. Gosh dang it! Stop being so fast. Professional among a professional. My illusions are custom made for a time.
Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this continent. Not a bad thing as far as the Gremire are concerned.
So, you were checking up on your trick to make sure it went well?
Else. That'd be it. Troubles you. Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. Oh, I found it. I know what the problem was. I know what you... Gremire, yes. I recall seeing on something. Actually, yes, you're right.
Oh, just read your mind, Apollo.
Or everyone tells him that, and he need a good guess. It was young magician genius. Down. Magnificent Gremire. Was he who Gremire at his time, at a day past that he did not play. Every TV there was. I have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My true pool of vanishing cries for magic no longer heard. TV's screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket.
When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. Do this not only for the magic that is Gremire, but for partner. I mean, yes, that Gremire. Father. There was no name higher than Gremire, no business circles. None. Will you see us return to glory? I, valiant Gremire, Alex and Zach, our founder, magnificent Gremire, was truly a genius, a work of miracles. Worker of miracles? Sorry.
Never forget the one I saw when I was little. He made that whole jumbo jet. Oh, happened to the jet again?
Maybe someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all that would be who came to its door, only Zack and I. In no time at all, Grant and Zack were in the shining stars in the Gremire crowd.
Cool, huh? Zack Gremire was my daddy.
Now that Maggie and Zack are gone, I have but one. Let it be I, the valiant Gremire, Gremire miracle.
I'm rooting for you.
Grow up quick. I need your skill.
And skill, coming up. How did we manage to get off the topic of the case so quick all the time? How do we do that?
Like in piano again. Nope. Okay. Well, that's all I can do. Where am I going? What am I doing? It's not that difficult. What am I missing? Presented everything to her. I go to him and then something. You mean this is insane? What am I missing? Am I meant to go back into a room again? I've been in all the rooms. There was no one in there. There was nothing in there. There's nothing in here.
There's nothing in here. Oh, found it! July 9th, Lumiere's dressing room. Oh, it's Emma! Of course it's Emma! Gosh, dang it! Uh-oh. Only one person I know who can munch with such venom. Hi. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever.
Oh, am I supposed to be happy? Me the second degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool.
I checked it here earlier! There was no one here! Talking about the bloodstained Mr. Methuselah?
Department chief had a field day with that one. And a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? Bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all.
Now we know that Mr. This was really with Interpol.
Wouldn't have found that out without you.
That's why the chief said it was my word. How can Psycho's popular down at the precinct thing?
I was hoping we'd check out the crime scene again.
Yes. Not going. I didn't.
Her. No, I did find something strange.
What is the strange thing? I've already checked this entire room. Trial today. Fine. Here, that's it.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, about it. But you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year.
If only it worked that way.
This brings me to think that Mo Kid outsmarted me. Makes me even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct. He could have shot that revolver. That's not how it sounded in Lumiere's test. Isn't her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. But then, when I check an area, it's usually empty all the time!
Remember what you said in court? You know, about the case. About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics?
Or serenade, you mean?
Found the link, you know? First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. And Lumiere flew through the air. Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. In the end, all it took Mr. Litz's life. Went up in the sky with the guitar. Oh, 15 feet up at least. Kind of hard to chalk it up to. I know! I found it! I think the same person did all.
Don't ask me. I didn't do it.
Why did I? Didn't fit through the air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it?
Sometimes I worry about that girl. Strange thing.
So, what did you find?
Little one over it yesterday. Found it under the sofa. What?
Hey, the device. The clue what? It's sticking out from the end looking familiar, so I examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. The device must be an electronic signal. Some sort. Electronic signal.
You think you could take a look at this?
Small device. It's like a transmitter. Transmitter. Press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though.
Signal? You mean electronic signal?
Is it, Apollo?
Say, Emma. You know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this?
You try pressing the switch.
Ouch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Heck!
You just slapped me?
Oh, now we know what it
It's an igniter.
That part here must work like a lighter. You nearly lit me up, that's for sure.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
Suppose.
So we're getting somewhere with this.
Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma more about the Switch. I bet she has some first-hand experience.
Really? Think you could take a look at this, Emma? Nope, I'm just eating. Emma? Her rate of chewing is increasing. Back off before it's too late. Starts eating me.
What are you trying to do? Burn me alive?
Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you. You were the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here, but just with you two talking.
Anyway. Wait a second, Trissie! Are you shipping me with Emma? I'm totally fine with it. I like Emma, but still, why? What is up with younger people and shipping me with people? We know this is a remote for Igniter.
Let me see that for a second.
Well,
this is definitely a little transmitter. Signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet. Transmitter, huh?
no trigger update in the court record.
Gently, look at cross-section diagram of the stage area. Let's see. There's dressing room. Covers the backstage completely. Stage.
Likely anyone would. Cross-section diagram is.
I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
I'll have to look for clues elsewhere.
I feel better just knowing that this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck!
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. These little very complex. I think this is where the fire comes out. Other than that,
This machine runs even if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says.
not really a thing you want to go. In truthfully. This is definitely the thing that was. Oh, what? Line 9. I'll see him. Oh, hi! What? Time to laugh at the murderer?
Tyrion!
Old bag opens her pie hole and wham, bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. He won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Tyrion isn't in the best of moods, is he?
Not many people are these days, it seems.
Is it a crime scene? It is a crime scene. Exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. Alibi's rock solid. Rock solid!
Ooh, there's salt in your alibi. So, about your alibi,
Have to ask. That shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. Hearing with me. Got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage.
your guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. Can't believe they aren't letting me work. No need to yell at me. It's yours fault. I was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. How could she possibly identify me?
Won't let you work?
It won't let me work. Gavin, because I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
But Gavin? Stick in the mud.
Me look all flashy and showy. Straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. Hear him whining the other day. Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And there was that performance just now.
What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that, Second guitar.
Huh?
It was you, Darian.
Just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Oh, I think the Gaviniers are the best. Have all your albums.
The band's fine too. Gavin can write good too, and I'll give him that.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much.
Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
The prosecutor's office? Never been there, have I?
Data on the victim should come in from Interpol. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Apollo, go check it out. I always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you.
Are you leaving already, or are you gonna chill out here?
Tell him I want into that crime scene.
We'll be going now.
Hey, wait.
Yes?
You really think it happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right?
Well...
Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some Siren song, eh? Get this one wrong, you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll pick it myself.
Goodbye. Let's not talk to him anymore. Alright?
If Darian Chris. One stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Gone. Gone forever. Go to Gavin's office now. July 9th, Prosecutor Gavin's office. It's the burnt guitar.
So, this is it. Gaviniers' head office.
It's not the band's office. The prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What's this creepy thing? Object, whatever.
Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. We can hide behind the bookshelf real quiet like.
Eavesdropping.
Hi. Waiting. Quietly. Won't notice. We heard something scandalous about the band.
You make a good reporter. For a gossip mag. Wait, a replica? Why was he after her in the first place? Yeah, Latos. Latos? Look, don't talk to me about those Bulgarians, okay? Just give me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's time like these when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hi, how are you? Hiya.
Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world in any case. Why did you say him? Have a seat. You're an philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo.
So, what have you come to see?
Huh?
Javier, lead vocalist of the Gaviniers. Prosecutor Gavin, scourge at the courtroom.
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. Either ask him about the concert. Way to go. Let me look around your room really quick. I need to look at your guitars. Look at all the guitars. So many. You can never have too many guitars. They are like my lovers. I didn't just hear him say that.
They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash their guitars on the end of a show.
No wonder it's so hard to make it a tradition.
You know what? You try rocking a little, Apollo.
Breaking his guitars while he's watches? That might be a little too rocking. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they were like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the one he loves?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor.
What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock?
The view was exhilarating, yeah. I sit here, gazing upon the city and writing my songs.
Try working on cases.
It is the same thing. I write lyrics the same way I quote very evidence. It is a harmony between the logical mind and the primeval spirit within.
Is it so hard to admit that you like staring at your window and daydreaming?
What's wrong, Apollo? Look confused.
Wondering where the work chair in this office was.
You're looking at my favorite chair right now.
That's massage chair, isn't it?
This is an air.
Wait, I didn't read that.
This is an ergonomic adjustable office.
I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. They feel great. Did I say something wrong?
No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation.
Found the plate there.
That gum?
Maybe
he was chewing it when the phone rang? Then put it on the platter for later consumption.
You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick?
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although, I really shouldn't be offering, should I?
What is that?
What is that?
A lump of plastic.
Hey, phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I was asking. What's this creepy thing, object, whatever?
It's like the prosecutor.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
What? A replica? But why was he after her in the first place?
Yeah, the Toast. Prosecutor Gavin, does that have something to do with Mr. Latouche?
Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who? Us? I tried to stop him. Really? He forced me to.
Hey! You were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter.
Tell the truth. I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after.
This pump?
Would you mind telling us what you know about it? Well, I unlocked a conversation piece. Accident. I'm just looking around.
Wow, look at that stereo.
Me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume even when I'm working on a case.
That's such a huge speaker. It's be really loud.
This room is completely soundproof, of course.
Really? In my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something.
Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them. Work something out.
And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. This display shows all the evidence for the case.
Look, Apollo! At 3 televisions!
Hey, don't look at those too closely. It's all sorting out the details.
Each monitor shows evidence for the case. Them all at once? I suggested Oshinoko. My idol, that anime.
I wish I had 3 TVs.
What could you possibly do with 3 television sets?
I may look laid back and relaxed. In reality, I'm quite busy, you know?
You're gonna remember the movie, not the anime. The movie sets out the anime.
I'm living life at turbo speed. Can you imagine going to school investigating cases? But I had 3 big TVs. I'd watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once.
And the first 2 seem useful, I suppose. The movie's about 2 hours, so I am warning you now. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics. Did this.
It's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
That was one of the staff playing a trick on me. Never guessed that wasn't the end of it. And the specialist analyzed the car. The guitar, incidentally.
Oh? Did you find anything else?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. The results he came up with were intriguing.
Intriguing. What's that guitar tying to thing that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
Well, I think I've looked at everything, and I've got new... Ace.
That reminds me. You see the paper today?
Yes. I always read the TV section.
Good girl. But hair forehead.
I read the funnies.
Then you will not have seen this.
Monster of Tragedy. Prosecutor's Deadly Song.
Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
Not a show. It's an article. News, you know?
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since came back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It was endless. Endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Hey! Newspaper over there too?
Yes. Narian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Can't read this. Thanks, but I can't read Bulgarian.
Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say that it's big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my songs.
Probably no one in the area could do it.
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. What about the key?
Lemir's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian set down for an investigation for now.
I ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lemire was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You'll understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible.
Mercer.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lumiere, if I remember correctly.
That's right. It was last year. I'd gone on tour. Bulgarian's legal system, as a matter of fact.
That's when you heard Lemier's voice?
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, talk with her. I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy.
Thankfully, he liked the work I did. We wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, a dual kit voice, myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lumiere.
Music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say.
It is a memory I hold dear. The song we wrote that night was this. That very guitar is right over there.
You mean charred lump?
Call it a lump. It's a piece of history. It's only round, not really charred.
No matter. I shall never sing that song again. And never use that guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during the song anyway? Why did this guitar suddenly catch fire?
Do you think you could show it to us? Charred, I mean slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What could happen to it? Yours guitar.
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. Guitar befitting a woman like Lemire.
How did it end up here?
He gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night. and she made a present of it.
So this guitar's from Virginia?
And that it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lumiere Studio. Use a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
Did you really abuse your power for a guitar?
See? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar. Too bad to get burned.
Harrison from... Yep.
What was it you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right! What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? And that's called the sound hole.
Ah, so that's what it's called.
Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
Broken device?
Yes, this in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for this case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
Odd. Device looks strangely familiar. Oh, I know exactly what that device is, but let me look at your guitar really. We'll look at it. Lightly scorched. And then there's this.
Burned clean through.
Yep. Pretty much a useless piece of junk.
It's kind of like you after a trial, Apollo.
Which part? The burned clean through, or the useless piece of junk? Strange lump.
This was found in Mr. Latu's bag. Apparently a replica of something.
A replica. A small lump, about 1.5 inches long.
He analyzed it. There's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. That's what was be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of.
You mean what Mr. Latus was after?
That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Oh? Oh? What is it?
Don't ask me, Fräulein.
Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there is a block of information somewhere along the chain.
Oh?
There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic.
Bruce would bubble to become Pierre's manager. To this country to find out more about this lump? He died for it. Replica added to the courtroom.
I have sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lemire. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a
Bulgarian. On the bottom? Why does it say sample in English on the bottom? If this came from Bulgaria, why does it say sample? Sample, huh? Think they put a big enough label on it?
Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake?
Yes. They might think it was otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic.
Maybe it's the manufacturer. Please. Now for the real thing.
Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. What? Present you with evidence? Look at my badge!
My apologies. There's no way I'm going to talk details about the cases to you. I want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic.
Here to get your attention, Gavin. Here to get your information.
Our serenade. Might I ask, did you enjoy it?
The lovely song. Got all teary-eyed.
Ah yes, the cursed song that turned a concert into a tragedy, wasn't it?
I was singing it for you, Fräulein.
Oh, so special.
It was Lemire singing, actually.
I'm glad you moved. It is that kind of song.
Heck, I've run out of snide comments. Nothing about that or watching your own car catch on fire. Okay.
That looks like one of our tour issue headsets. Why are you wearing it, Fräulein?
I thought it'd be cool. And I was concert security and stuff.
Actually, we found out the venue and thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Please, you keep it. It goes well with your cape, Fräulein.
Thank you. You think?
Just looks like she belongs on the stage. That's for sure. Are you wearing it under your hair? I cannot see it. This autoplay. Oh gosh dang it, is that what? Oh, that's why things have been skipping. Gosh dang it. I was wondering why things were skipping and I apparently accidentally turned on autoplay at one point. What the frick? When did I do that? Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Wait.
Excuse me, did you say something?
This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Early to show my hand now.
You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah?
That's why things have been skipping. I turned on autoplay at some point.
Has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this.
Why? It looks like the same thing. What is it?
An igniter.
Another one?
It's at the crime scene. Lemier's dressing room. This guy found it, actually.
Scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Air Forehead.
Thanks?
Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance.
Oh, that.
I've never met an attorney forthcoming with the prosecution. The big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive,
I guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. Could say the same. You, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating.
Hey, that's right.
I've never been thinking, Air Forehead. We encountered many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics.
That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. And that's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all.
I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Fräulein?
Ask you why you sing in a band?
Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the streets.
That's pretty simple, too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
Okay. Bye. Give us what we need. What we needed? July 9th, Center. Visitors room.
Looks like Maki's in questioning.
Huh? Of a interpreter. No fair. I wish we could talk to him.
We'll have to come back later if we want to see him.
I guess so. But not now. So, do I have to show the weird egg thing to, what? July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, hi, Emma.
Oh, it's you. You made a good time.
Hello there, Emma. What's up?
Either of you know where Lumiere is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
That's strange. What's strange? Can't find her anywhere.
Supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lumiere's missing? Imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. And that she's blind and all. Yeah. We'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
Okay, now I need to go look for Lumiere. I need to talk to her too. July 9th, backstage hallway. Place is deserted. Wonder where Lumiere went off to. Sure she's okay on her own. Seems resourceful.
Guess. I can't help worrying about her a little.
Nope. On there. Here's dressing room. Nope. Is it possible Darian's yelling at her for, Why do I have a bad feeling? By 9th, 4 p.m.
Huh? He just pitched dark.
Heartbreaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone.
Wait a second. What's in there? Someone put something in the guitar case. What's in there?
It's dark out there.
Here has. Found it. Darkness.
Hey, Apollo?
Huh? What?
Age seems you?
Oh yeah. I wonder what.
Like, something's changed?
Changed? Yeah, I wonder what changed.
Can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Maybe the thing with the sleeve hanging out of it? That's bugging me too. What's she talking about? I got a bad feeling. Got a bad feeling.
Hey, that case. That opened before?
Bad feeling about this. There's no music! That is making it worse! Huh? Someone closed it.
Wait. Look! The case closes.
Sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. I don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo! Hey! Let me here! Let me on!
Emma! You have to get Emma! I was taken directly to the hospital. Mom ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. Wesley just clung to my arm and cried. Me. Shock. Days and too many ways. Too many.
Huh?
Wait a second, what just happened? Is she dead or was she just hurt? I knew there was something going on! I didn't expect her to be inside the case! July 9th, 5:53 p.m. Hickfield Clinic, waiting room.
Emma, where's Lumiere? Is she okay? You. I owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes. Came to a short while ago. She came to a short while ago. I wonder before it was too late. Good to hear.
So, what happened? Someone attacked her. On the forehead.
Who?
Oh.
But they hit her on the forehead, right? In front of her. Did she not see? Oh. Wait.
You like to see her now? Alright.
Thank you for saving her life.
You okay? Lumiere!
Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of...
I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? What did happen? Are you okay? Attacked?
I spoke with... And someone... Then I went to a...
Were hit?
Knew. That very moment I knew. Oh. Wait. Floated. And ran for the stage first.
Find the stage.
It overheard maintenance. Power to the for electric. Darkness. There was a contraband. That is.
So the assailant couldn't see you?
Once he... afraid I could.
Oh, that's a really close call. Did you really lock yourself inside of a guitar case and almost die of suffocating yourself? Oh, that's the worst way to go. Assailant. Any idea who it might have been?
Unfortunately, oh. But it was. Said not a word.
Dan.
Instead of what I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude whoever hit me was taller than I am.
Good point. Sharp.
And you're much taller than I am. As tall as Apollo.
Means it was likely an adult. Probably a man. Arian?
Why would anyone attack you, Lemire?
Detective asked me. Same answer as you. No.
Okay, let's present the new evidence.
I'm sorry. Not quite covered from it.
Looks like she's had a rough day. Put this piece of evidence away for later. What about this? Lemire, I want to ask you about this. Know what this is? Latrice was carrying it. Oh, the thing we were after. Who was after?
You know, in his secret identity? It's an undercover agent?
You mean, you know what?
Bulgarian.
Who?
Rather.
And I heard of a Bulgarian cocoon before. What? Cocoon?
How would he be carrying this around? Some kind of souvenir?
I wonder.
Wonder what? Wonder what? What are you wondering? Bulgarian cocoon.
Well, he called it Bulgarian. It must only be found in Bulgaria. For certain, all in Bulgaria know of these.
Cocoon? So, do you get silk from it?
We don't know the detail. I'm sorry to say.
Thought she said all in Bulgaria knew of these.
There is one fact I do know about the all in Bulgaria know.
What's that?
The cocoon. They are not to be. Someone died. But they will be put to death.
To death?
Why?
Yet further.
But this is just a piece of plastic.
Wearing a replica. But looking for the real deal. My best guess.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
What if there was a cocoon inside the guitar that she didn't know about? And they would consider her being the one to smuggle it out.
Maybe Maki do it.
To save her. Oh. He was investigating her to see if he to look in the guitar maybe. And that's why it was set. Maki set it on fire. On purpose to get rid of the cocoon. Wait a second.
So that's what he was up to.
I feel like that's what happened. Maybe there was a cocoon inside the guitar and she didn't know that because she was blind, but Maki did. And since it was given to him, he couldn't do anything about it. So once he got over here, they were brought, and the airport guy was with them. He had to do something, so he set it on fire. Yes. There was a cocoon inside the guitar. No one knew about it. Tracking down Bulgarian cocoon smuggling.
Really? seems it was marked. Marked? Life changed from you when the popularity of began to travel around the world. So you could have brought the Bulgarian cocoons with you on my trips. That was probably.
Mr. Natus was placed as an undercover agent to look into it.
Bulgaria is a small. Many of our people ventured. Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Natus wasn't a Bulgarian, was he? He was an Interpol agent.
Means what, Apollo?
Must be some reason why Nia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? What? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Smuggling. You had her marked. Couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's no other person I need to talk to. There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lemire.
It was the least I could do.
Actually, I have another request.
If it is within my power.
I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Bulgarian.
Apollo.
Would you come with us? If you're well enough.
I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. I have to get to the bottom of this. Line 9. Attention. What's the smuggler? Maki, I need to talk to you about the case. You interpret for us, Lemire?
Yes.
Maki, talk to you about when we first met. We still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Maki, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us?
Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret?
What do I mean by secret? Oh. Soon. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you?
Hey, you got a reaction. Big one. Maki didn't.
Lucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one.
Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is about.
Mir, please interpret.
Very well.
I know you know something about this by your reaction. You won't tell me. I have to give it to the prosecution. Have them look into it.
Yes, you two. Wait. Do not be so hasty. Maki. Do you know everything?
Yes, everything. Well, sort of.
Have him tell us about it. Very well.
Good.
This is cocoon anyway. The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. Cure?
Must cure some disease.
Cure for incrutus.
Cure for incrutus. What's incrutus? What is incrutus? Rivka update in the court record.
But if it's a cure, keep it in Virginia like that. Just think of all the lives that could be saved by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself.
Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. Mr. Natus was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, it's Maki.
Maki, you want... Couldn't be a smuggler. So little.
Well, you're only 15. You're so a magician, aren't you?
Oh, that's true. I am sort of a magician. St. Curtis!
Said sort of. Oh, do I have a copy of that security camera tape?
Oh, Maki? Are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, plays dumb.
Wonder. Think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Maki really did bring one into the country. You planning on making a deal for its sale?
I can't go home.
Can't go.
Can't go home. I can't go home to Virginia. Do not want to go home. Penalty for taking the cocoon from Virginia is death.
Right. It's punishable by death.
About the case. What about the case?
So tell us about Mr. Natu's death? This meeting's over. Who? Darian, why?
Darian!
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. It's a call from Maki from the Bulgarian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, Pieta boy. We're leaving. I thought you weren't part of the case anymore. What are you doing?
Darian, wait!
Never liked you. Either of you.
Huh? What do you mean? Huh? Darn it!
I was gonna say Darian.
We were so close! He was about to tell us! Paulo?
Didn't want us to hear what Maki would say.
Paulo?
The only one reason why.
Is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. This is it. Know who I'm after now. What happens tomorrow? Court. Is it really Darian?
Can really have done it.
A lot of mysteries and a lot of things. Do you think that cleared up, but at the same time nothing did? We're back. We're still confused. We learned that Maki isn't blind. He's not blind. I feel like he can actually understand what we're saying. He's just pretending he can't. That'll be it for today. Good day, good night, whatever time it is for you. We'll figure out the rest of this mystery on...